Welcome to Life with Tech, where we help you take back control of your tech. Today we're going to take a look at the Dolry AirPlay device. This device by C4 Electronics basically takes your old 30-pin docks and lets you AirPlay to them from your iOS devices. All right, man. Let's take a look here. The Dolry, this one, the HiFi Stone S, is running for $99. It's a Swedish company. The good part about this device, it does audio at 24 bits and 192 hertz audio, which is really high. Okay, let's take a look here. I've already opened this box and took a peek already. Comes with a little instruction manual. There's really not that much to it. It does come in 10 different languages though. And inside the box, we got the unit right here. And just so you don't have to go pulling the box open and everything, but that is it. These are the only two things in the box. There's no cables. Nothing else is needed. This version of the HiFi Stone actually has 3 touch-sensitive buttons on the top. They have another version for $50, I believe, that does not have those. I'm not sure if you could see it that well in this lighting, but there's 3 buttons on the top. There's, starting from the right, there's a heart. The middle looks like a speaker with a line through it for the mute. And then the one on the left looks like a radio. Unit's very smooth, it's black. The top has a gloss black finish. The bottom is a little matte. It has a little logo on the bottom. HiFi Stone. There's your 30-pin connector. And that's basically it. There's a little tiny button on the back, which I would assume is a reset button. And that's basically it. So I have my little Boss speaker here that has a 30-pin dock. And we'll just plug it in here. So the first thing you have to do is go online and download their app. It works for the iPhone, iPad, and I believe they have Android versions, but I could be mistaken. No, I think it's iOS only, and DLNA. So if you have TVs or stereos that support the DLNA. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is download the app. The app is called Dolry Music. I've already done that. If you can see on my screen. So basically the way this works is it uses Wi-Fi. Unlike previous products we've reviewed, like the Aorus that uses Bluetooth, this uses Wi-Fi, so it can create its own Wi-Fi network, or it can connect to a network that already exists. That being said, the first time you set this up, you actually need to connect to its network. So with that being said, we're going to jump into our settings, into our Wi-Fi, and we should see it pop up in here. I'm not sure if you could see this too well, but right here it says Dolry and then a bunch of numbers after it. So we click on that. And okay, now we're actually connected to that Wi-Fi network. So we want to come out of here. Now, this would be perfectly fine too to play music, or you're already connected, and that's fine if you want this peer-to-peer Wi-Fi setup. The drawback is you have no Wi-Fi. I'm trying to connect to Spotify. You have no internet connection by doing it this way. That being said, I mean, you could play music that you already have on your device. Me personally, I stream everything. So that being said, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go into the Dolry network, and right away we'll see there's a device list, and we have it in the device list. So let's click on it. In here, you could select a name for it, a few predetermined. I'll just pick the predetermined and click next. Now you have Wi-Fi. You have Wi-Fi options here. I'm gonna pick one of the strongest ones we have here, and I'm gonna pan away for a second to put my password in. Okay. So the password's in. Click join, and we're back to this screen. Now, one of the nice things about this too, like the app really just sets things up, but it's done pretty slickly. Like, I've changed the network on the Dolry itself, and it's kind of nice because it will actually change the settings on there, restart it, and then connect my iPad to that network as well, all in the same run. And it's finished. Please switch ISO into and return to normal music. Excuse me. Okay. So now I'm going to come back in here. Notice I am on the other network. It actually did it for me. So now if I go back to Spotify, I should pull an internet connection because I am on my home network right now. Let's just jump into some starred music. We'll hit play. Now, right off the bat, I am playing music on my iPad itself. In this version of the OS, all I have to do is come near to AirPlay, and you'll notice all the different AirPlays. Now I have the Dolby Music, which is what I named it, one of the pre-defaults. If I click on that, and get in trouble. But yeah, that being said, it's a pretty slick app. I do like it a lot. The amount of quality you get out of this unit versus, let's say, a Bluetooth unit. Here, I have my Aorus here. I have quite a few of these devices. One in my car, in the office. I have like 5 of them. I actually backed this when it first came out. It was pretty much one of the first 30-pin connectors, adapters that came out. And this was really slick. It does use Bluetooth. The problem with Bluetooth is you don't get that much distance out of it, of course. We all know that. But the other thing is it compresses the audio. So the fact with this Dolry, it uses Wi-Fi, so you get a lot more reach. And you get uncompressed audio. And getting those high bit rates really makes a difference, and it does make things sound so much better. The only problem, I shouldn't say problem, this device is awesome for anyone that wants to connect an old 30-pin dock in their home with high quality. Hands down, this would be the one I would suggest. With that said, some of the limiting things to this is is what makes it. The 30 pin connector is awesome. But unlike the Asus here, or the Aorus, I'm sorry, I keep pronouncing it wrong. It's AURIS. Does have a line out and does have an internal battery. With those two additions, makes this a lot more versatile. For example, in my car, I have an old 30 pin connector by Dice Electronics. It's old. I really should buy a new one, but I haven't. And neither one of these work with it. I really don't know why. Like I said, it's old. I probably had it for like the first 1 and 2 iPhones. I've had them all. But that being said, I do have a line-in built in my car, which makes this perfect. I just throw the line into my car. This runs on battery, a rechargeable battery. So, and the rechargeable battery lasts really long in this. That being said, you're good to go. It could be stuck in, it could be stuck inside somewhere. It's better Bluetooth to be in line of sight, but it works very well. Now, the quality out of this is awesome. But the versatility of this is just so much better, especially when you start replacing 30-pin connector docks and machines. I mean, it's been, a year or so now? I'm sure these are going to start making their way out. And people are going to start replacing these 30-pin docks. If this came out right when... right at the beginning, when these came out, these would have been a lot more popular. But as it stands right now, I see a small market for these. Great product. Really, really is smooth. It would have been nice to see a line in on it. Sorry, a line out. And a built-in battery. This way you could use it in more places. The other drawback, like I said, was using it outside. Via mobile, it's when you do that peer-to-peer Wi-Fi, you lose your internet connection. So that being said, I mean, 90%. I have a lot of music which I don't use anymore. I use Spotify for everything nowadays. So I stream everything, my podcasts, my movies, everything. I don't like wasting space on my devices for, music, movies, and all that stuff. That being said, I did find a little workaround. I have it in my notes on the post under tips. Basically, if you have a tethering option on your iPhone, what you do is you enable tethering, you turn it on your iPhone, then you use another iOS device with the Dolry Music app to set the Dolry up to connect to the hotspot you have on your phone with the tethering. So you can actually connect to that Wi-Fi, and since it's connected that way, you're still using the internet on your phone. So it actually works out nice. One of the drawbacks I found too is, of course, you need 2 devices to actually set it up, which is a little cumbersome. And now if I go back into my house and throw this in here and want to connect it to my home network again, there's no way of actually going in and changing those options back. You actually have to go back into the app on the phone, because it's connected to the phone, have the hotspot turned on, use the app, and then the app doesn't have an option just to change the network. You actually have to reset it. So you hit the reset button, you have to wait about 30 seconds to a minute for it to reset, then connect to it peer-to-peer again, and then change the network back to your home network, and then connect to that. So it's a little cumbersome to as a mobile device going in and out of the house. But if your primary objective is to bond your 30-pin dock, stereo, or whatever device you have to an Apple ecosystem, which I have Apple TVs everywhere. I have iPods, iPads, iPhones. This makes a really nice addition to those 30-pin docks you have lying around. That being said, I really hope they step the game up on this, and don't take so long to come out with the next version. It'd be nice to see a new version, maybe with a lightning adapter and a line a line out, or maybe make some kind of universal jack with a cable or something that could do all three, which might be nice. Okay, guys, again, this is the Dolry from C4 Electronics. Thanks for joining us.